Hey folks, alright, so I'm about to do a couple live streams today because React Hooks was released, and so I am updating React hosting library. I'm going to do a whole bunch of React Hooks things, and I thought before I do this that I would show you how I go about doing a live stream. So this is my office, that's my workstation, whatever. So typically what I'll do is, actually this should be set to, I wanted to show you what it looks like from the very, my normal workstation working environment. So let me get this. Yeah, that should be working right now. That's weird. Oh, I forgot. Let me pull that out. Okay, here we go. So, yeah, this is my normal workstation environment. My browser's on the right, coding stuff's on the left. So yeah, when I want to set up a new live stream, I'll go to youtube.com/mylivevents. I'll set up a live stream there, and I'm not sure why it doesn't have all my events, but this is one that I'm going to be doing later. This is what I'm doing right now. What I'll do when I'm all ready to go into the event, actually, nope, I won't do that. I'll go to the live control room for the event after I've created it, and it has this preview thing. I can click preview and then start streaming, but I don't do that until all this other stuff is done. But this is what I'm looking at when I'm live streaming, is I've got this control panel thing. So how do I get my system all set up? Well, first I need to turn on my live streaming PC. So this is a dedicated computer for live streaming, and the reason I do that is because then my regular laptop does not have to deal with encoding and uploading the video as I'm going. So I get that turned on, and then I'm going to switch this to the HDMI input that I have that's coming from that PC. So that's already booted up and everything. One really cool thing that I've got on here is this app called Synergy, and here, if I show that, then it should show right here, and it says Synergy is connected, so I can actually, I'm over here now, so I can make my like the same keyboard and trackpad that I use on my Mac. I can control the PC because that Synergy app, the client gets started up automatically on the PC as soon as it boots up. So most of the time I don't need to use a different mouse and keyboard, which is really nice. It doesn't work super great. It's a little finicky and kind of hard to use sometimes, but it's mostly really nice, and it sure beats pulling out my keyboard and mouse that I have stored under here and plugging that in. I've thought about getting a dedicated screen, like a small one that I just put right here, but then anytime I need to control the live stream or anything, I'd have to okay, let me go control the live stream now. So okay, so now that I have this set up, I need to get my room set up for lighting and whatever else. So as cool as this winter storm is, I'm going to close these curtains that totally block out the light so that it doesn't mess up my lighting. And then I'm going to pull this thing down. I have it up there because I've got a green screen right here. Whoop! 7 feet long. Yeah, so if I didn't put this up, then my kids would probably play with this if they ever snuck in here. So I can pull this down. Whoa! Kind of hard to do this. Whoop! So yeah, I just pull this and it rolls down. As you can probably tell, it's kind of wrinkly, but my lighting situation actually works okay with that. One other thing that I do, I'm gonna duck under here really quick, is I turn off the light, because I don't want that lighting messing up with my other lighting. So here, let me pull this down just a little bit more. So yeah, the real trick with the green screen is this webcam that I have, which I'll put a link to in the description later. It is not the best. It's a pretty good webcam, but it just has trouble with lighting, and so it needs a lot of help to make sure that we're lighting the green screen properly. And so I've got 4 lights here on the ground here and one right there that I've put parchment paper over so that they're not so like bright. But yeah, so then, and I point them in the wrong direction too, so that it like reflects off, because if I don't, then some parts of the green screen get really bright and other parts less bright. So I think I need a better solution for this, because yeah, it still is pretty bright on some parts of the green screen. It's not like super evenly lit, like that part is clearly a lot more bright. So I'm not sure how to deal with that. But my hope is I'll just get a nicer webcam and then it will be less of a problem. So anyway, I put down my standing pad here so that my feet don't hurt. And then, as you can see, this is super bright. So I put this box just right here so it doesn't shine awkwardly on my face, but it still covers the green screen properly. Okay, so then next, I was just looking for my phone. I'm holding my phone. I need to plug this Elgato thing in, and I'll put a link in the description there. So one sec while I get that plugged in. We'll just plug the HDMI in, and now my computer treats this as another display, and it's just coming straight from my HDMI or my Thunderbolt port here. And so yeah, it goes into the Elgato, and then that goes via USB into the streaming PC. So now with that plugged in, oh, and one other thing, normally I have my USB dock thing here plugged in to this OWC Thunderbolt 3 dock. And so another thing that I already did was I switched my USB over to this USB extension that goes to the PC as well, and that gets me my webcam and my microphone. So now the webcam is actually plugged into the PC, as is the microphone, but the audio is still coming, or like my speakers are still coming from my laptop. I don't think that I currently have a way to feed my audio into the PC. So if I wanted to live stream something that I was listening to or watching, or like any of the sound that's coming from my Mac, I don't currently have a way to get that onto my PC. That's not really a thing that I really do all that much anyway, though. Okay, so here's what I do on the PC. First off, I get rid of this thing. I gotta figure out how to quit that thing like forever so it never comes up, because it's super annoying. Yeah, so I'm going to open up OBS Studio, and as soon as it opens up, by the way, this PC is not like really super high-end machine either. It's just, I didn't need a high-end machine. Okay, so here I am, and you'll notice, well, maybe you can't really notice, but it's, yeah, there's like a little box around me, and you can tell that it's green screen and like I'm kind of washed out. That's because for some reason my webcam settings don't get saved. So I'm going to configure the video, and I just need to disable the white balance, auto white balance, because the camera's white balance is really bad. Let me bring that closer. So I just bring up the white balance to like 35 or 34, and it just makes it look a lot better. And that's where my chroma key is set to for my green screen. So that is good, and now it looks a lot better. And yeah, and then I have a couple scenes. I have my dev tips video, a be right back screen starting soon, and then just me, hello. Yeah, so that's that. This is ready to go. So I pull down the microphone, whoop, and now I'm all ready. And yeah, and then I get this screen all set up to whatever it is that I want to do. So that's it. It takes, whoop, ta-da! It takes a couple minutes to set it up every time. It's kind of weird. I don't like it, but I really wish I could just like switch one little switch, and then magic ensues, and like this comes down automatically and all the lights turn on and whatever. That'll probably never happen. But anyway, hopefully that was interesting. I'm going to start updating React Testing Library now for React hooks. It's going to be great, and I'll see you all here in a second. Goodbye.